Elizabeth Opoku from Ghana. I'm the captain of the Ghana Revenue Authority hockey team, the ladies side. And we've been preparing since early 2025 because we played our league in 2025. And throughout the league, we were optimistic about our coming to the African Championship because we are the defending champions. And God be so good, we won our league and preparation has been good so far. So we are here to take back the trophy to Ghana. They know themselves, nothing special, as they've been doing always, is to keep the support coming and we wouldn't disappoint them. We are bringing the trophy back to Ghana, so their prayers, their support, their cheers in the stands, at their homes, at their various workplaces, they should keep them coming because we also deliver on this pitch. Yeah. Morale in camp is 100% because we play for our institution and preparation has been just top-notch. In terms of welfare and logistics, everything is fine. And morale from the players is also high because our main target is to take the trophy back home. So nothing more, nothing less, just taking the trophy. That's our focus. Yeah.
My name is Eugene Jumo Achampong, captain of the Ghana Revenue Authority hockey men's team. Yes, we knew that we were definitely going to qualify for the championship. So right from the beginning of our league season, our main aim was everything that we were doing was geared towards competing in the club's championship. Yes, they are feeling very good. Most of us have played in the championship for some time now, and a few of them playing for the first time. So it's quite a kind of a mixed feeling. But then in total, I think that morale in camp is good and the boys are ready.
Yo, what's up? This is Jera. So, word of the day, focus on the winning, keeping positive. See you there.
I think appreciating where Hippo is from. It's a Hippo Valley estate, it's a farm. So you'll find that the players, their background is their children, initially of employees on the farm. So for them to get to this level, where you're competing for the top crown in Africa, coming from a farm in the middle of, Tirezi, the low belt of Zimbabwe, I think it means the world to a lot of the players here. And in fact, to myself, to actually say we're now on the continental stage coming from that particular background. But getting here it's a team effort. And I think part of the team that you don't see here is those who have helped us to get to this point, the sponsors who've put in a significant amount of money to pay for everything that has managed to get us here. I think we're particularly appreciative to Hewlett's to get us to this continental tournament.
Honestly, I'm so excited. I can't believe that we are finally here. We get to play some good hockey. We get to watch some good hockey. It's been a really long journey from last year qualifying, I think it was in January, and trying to get the pieces together, getting the team together, getting the logistics together because we traveled. And honestly, I feel so grateful to be here. The good thing is we know each other quite well. I think everyone who's come from out of the country, we have played together before and we've had a few practices together as well. So gelling, we've gelled. We just have to see how we come together on match day because everyone has to give their best and that comes down to individuals.
My name is Amr El Hadi. I'm playing in Port Fahd hockey team. Just we came here to African Cup for Club Champions. I like all the times we are preparing well, training well, and we came here to get the champions. We came here because we are champions of the Egyptian League, and this is the first time, the second time for us to join this tournament.
A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to St. John's College in the heart of Harare, the capital of Zimbabwe, the host for the 2026 Accc Africa Cup of Club Champions tournament held here right in Harare. I'm joined in studio early on, bright and early, Alice, the captain of Kenya Lakers, traveling all the way down from Central Africa there. Excited for the tournament, Miss Alice?
Yes. How are you? Okay, I'm Alice Owiti, the captain, Kenya Lakers hockey team.
Yes, and what is the mood like in your camp? First hit out for the tournament. I'm sure everybody is excited to get going.
Yeah, everybody is excited to be here. We are excited to be here, to reach here. It wasn't a very nice journey or whichever, but we thank God for reaching here safely, and we thank God for making us alive this morning so that we can be here in this field, yeah. And we are very happy to be here.
No, fantastic. Yeah, journey's mercies all the same, and we thank the Almighty for guiding you all the way down here. A lot of sacrifices gone in and preparation for your tournament. What are your expectations and your prospects for this tournament for your team?
Okay, I can say that everybody, all players who have come to the field, all their expectation is always a win. All we leave to God. We will put all the efforts that we've been training, all the skills that we've been given with the coaches, all the skills that we have, so that we can be able to win this match. I know it won't be a very easy match, but with the grace of the Lord, I hope we will match the winners.
Yes, I like the confidence. And yeah, training, you guys have worked very hard to get to this stage, obviously being champions in your home country, and all the best for this tournament. Alice, thank you for your time. Here you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back shortly with the captain for Ghana Revenue Authority. And we're here, ladies and gentlemen, with the captain for the defending champions, Ghana Revenue Authority. Good morning, man.
Good morning.
Yes, an exciting time. I heard you talk during the week as you guys had arrived. You're really keen to bring that trophy back home. What do you think are your chances this time round?
All right. Personally, as a captain, I want to lift the trophy for the fifth time. And collectively as a team, I think we also want to make history again, because we are definitely taking the trophy back home. That's our expectation for this tournament.
Very bold and enthusiastic there. Bold call from the captain. Fifth time they've lifted the trophy, and they're looking to do it for the sixth time and record for them. And what is the mood like in the camp? Are you guys looking to bring a different style of hockey? What can we expect from you throughout this tournament?
The mood in camp is very high, and every player is geared up for this match, especially because mostly first matches are mostly tough. So we are geared up for this match, and our technical team also behind us. They will be at the bench correcting us on the field and also correcting our mistakes as to when and how to play. And I think by the end of the game, we will come out victorious.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Very cool, calm and composed captain. And I'm sure the general back home will be watching and rooting for you. Ladies and gentlemen, please stay tuned and thank you. Remember, it's happening right here live on the Africa Hockey page. Please follow the link in bio to be able to catch all the live action brought to you by Rising Stars. Do not leave your screens. Kickoff coming to your screens really soon. Thank you.
Elizabeth Opoku from Ghana. I'm the captain of the Ghana Revenue Authority hockey team, the ladies side. And we've been preparing since early 2025, because we played our league in 2025. And throughout the league, we were optimistic about our coming to the African Championship, because we are the defending champions. And God be so good, we won our league, and preparation has been good so far. So we are here to take back the trophy to Ghana. When they know themselves, nothing special. As they've been doing always, they should keep the support coming and we wouldn't disappoint them. We are bringing the trophy back to Ghana, so their prayers, their support, their cheers in the stands, at their homes, at their various workplaces, they should keep them coming because we also deliver on this pitch. Yeah. Morale in camp is 100% because we play for our institution and preparation has been just top notch. In terms of welfare and logistics, everything is fine. And morale from the players is also high because our main target is to take the trophy back home. So nothing more, nothing less, just taking the trophy. That's our focus. Yeah.
My name is Eugene Jumo Achampong, captain of the Ghana Revenue Authority hockey men's team. Yes, we knew that we were definitely going to qualify for the championship. So right from the beginning of our league season, our main aim was everything that we were doing was geared towards competing in the club's championship. Yes, they are feeling very good. Most of us have played in the championship for some time now, and a few of them playing for the first time. So it's quite a kind of a mixed feeling. But then in total, I think that morale in camp is good and the boys are ready.
Yo, what's up? This is Jera. So, word of the day, focus on the winning, keeping positive. See you there.
I think appreciating where Hippo is from. Hippo, it's Hippo Valley Estate, it's a farm. So you'll find that the players, their background is their children, initially of employees on the farm. So for them to get to this level, where you're competing for the top crown in Africa, coming from a farm in the middle of, Tirezi, the low belt of Zimbabwe, I think it means the world to a lot of the players here. And in fact, to myself, to actually say we're now on a continental stage coming from that particular background. But getting here it's a team effort. And I think part of the team that you don't see here is those who have helped us to get to this point, the sponsors who've put in a significant amount of money to pay for everything that has managed to get us here. I think we're particularly appreciative to Hewlett's to get us to this continental tournament.
Honestly, I'm so excited. I can't believe that we are finally here. We get to play some good hockey. We get to watch some good hockey. It's been a really long journey from last year qualifying, I think it was in January, and trying to get the pieces together, getting the team together, getting the logistics together because we traveled. And honestly, I feel so grateful to be here. The good thing is we know each other quite well. I think everyone who's come from out of the country, we have played together before, and we've had a few practices together as well. So gelling, we've gelled. We just have to see how we come together on match day, because everyone has to give their best, and that comes down to individuals.
My name is Amr Al-Hadi.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to St. John's Hockey AstroTurf. Push-off about to commence as the team go through their final paces in time for warm-up. I'm joined in studio by my trusty buddy here, Mudiwa Munyao. Mudi, what are your prospects for the tournament at hand. This, the biggest spectacle of club hockey in Africa.
Been exciting times for us here in Zim. I mean, it's not often you get a continental tournament or any sort of that kind of activity taking place over here, and here we go. I mean, the start of what promises to be a good couple of days. Quite looking forward to it. At the moment, just waiting on the start of the Ghana Revenue Authority taking on the Lakers coming out of Kenya. So yeah, should be some good entertaining hockey. Obviously defending champions in this one, so they'll be looking to make a statement early on in this tournament to possibly get themselves to defend their title. Meanwhile, their opposition will be looking to cause an upset, if you can call it that. Don't believe there are any upsets in this kind of tournament. It doesn't happen every year, so you know what, you've got to give yourself a chance. You've almost got to channel your mindset into that kind of mentality where it's, I've got a good chance and no one possibly can get over me if I do my job. And both sides having come in a bit early into Harare, and good preparation. I think everyone would have acclimatized really. Good weather for hockey this morning as well, so I think both sides will be quite looking forward to this start and to get themselves going bright and early here.
Yes, 100%, and the weather is absolutely perfect, and hopefully we can get some water onto the turf as well to get that nice skip of the ball on the Astro. But just chatting with Alice, the captain for the Lakers out of Kenya. It's a little bit of nerves, but however, all the same, believes in the ability of her squad. I mean, this is the Champions League virtually of in our hockey circles.
Ben, it honestly does not get any better than that. I mean, we saw her interview across our channels this week, and read in those eyes, absolutely just having the marker on that trophy that they proudly walked in with the other day when they came to training to hand that over to the tournament director. So full of intent, and we're so excited for that. Ben, are you going to take us to one of the sides here?
Yes, to take you through the defending champions team sheet here. We've got number 1, Addison Matilda Nana Adoja Adisau. Ladies and gentlemen, expect some long names.
Yeah, I think we'll trim that one down.
We'll definitely trim it down. Burko Mavis in jersey number 2, Inkum Gertrude and Ernestina Coffee, jersey number 4, Gifty Ade, Adizatu Sulumana, Doris Antwi, Manyebwin Brenya, Akon Mercy, Opoku Elizabeth, Priscilla Hammond, Vivian Naku, jersey 12, Rebecca McLean, jersey 13, number 15, Rachel Eshun, and Jennifer Tenen Job in jersey 18, Akon Augustina in jersey 19, number 20, Rafiatu Okine, and Ngisa Dorothy in jersey 31, who is the goalkeeper and the coach for the Ghana Revenue Authority, Halmida Marman, with the team manager Rosemary Lapenty, and umpire for the right hand side will be none other than our very own Tumi Sibanda. Wow! And to take us through the Lakers side, Moody.
Yeah, so the Lakers obviously playing out in that predominantly red strip coming out of Kenya as well, full of intent in that number 1 shirt, Millicent Odiambo, Grace Wasiwa, Elizabeth Awo, and then the skipper who we talked about as well earlier on, Alice Owoti coming out of the Kenyan side, and that number 4 jumper, Marine Owoti is in the 5, Marine Achieng in 6, Deborah Otieno, Joanne Ngia, Dorothy Akwemba, Faith Otieno, Stacey Achieng, Quinta carrying the goalkeeper behind the lines, and just trying to keep things nice and tidy for them at the back there. Mary Lunyasi, Abraham Wafula, Delphine Wambaya, Deborah Chipukuri, Sylvia Wanyoni is also going to be in that goalkeeping shirt, possibly will be needed. You never know how things go out in this format. And then Sheldon Ameda in the back there, and then the umpire on the left hand side coming out of the Republic of South Africa, Swanepoel. So Ben, just cannot wait till we get our action started here. Exciting times here in Harare, Zimbabwe, as we finally get a chance to, host Africa really in this Africa Cup for Club Hockey Championships taking place here 24th to 31st, day one, match number one. Doesn't get bigger than this. I mean, you've got to make a statement early on. Both sides will be looking to do exactly that. We're about 11 minutes from push off.
Yes.
Action coming your way all day, live here on this Hockey Africa channel. We'll have lots of hockey coming your way, so do like, subscribe, so you get all the notifications with all the various games coming your way all weekend. But if I was at home, I would pull my iPad out, just lock into that hockey action coming your way literally all day.
Yes, but no excuse to all the Hararians and enthusiasts of hockey. You need to get down to the Astro. You need to come and witness the spectacle about to unfold here. Those across the continent, of course, yeah. Feel free, follow the link, Africa Hockey page, Rising Stars Media page, and you can be able to find the link and follow the action on the YouTube channel. About 10 minutes to go. We'll probably see the national anthems being sung first out, and the teams going through their final preparatory phases here, as we'll just take a little bit of a short break, and ladies and gentlemen, the action to come through very soon. Stay tuned.
So do you want me to do this? So whilst you get us started. Which way to go?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The two teams lining up here as we see the toss about to happen. Captain Alice Owito for the Lakers with number 10 and Captain Elizabeth Opoku for Ghana Revenue Authority. Umpire Tumi tosses the coin. Looks like the Lakers have won the toss. And looks like Ghana Revenue Authority will yes, the toss being won by the Lakers there, and they will have the side which is starting from left to right on screen, and Ghana Revenue Authority to push off here as the final exchanges. Few words of encouragement from both sets of players as the teams line up for the opening match. Revenue Authority taking on Lakers. The Lakers looking to pull an upset on the defending champions. I smell blood early on in the morning. Moody.
Ben. You never know rather which way this one will go. Obviously, that Ghana Revenue Authority side, you spoke about how, they're coming back into this and, blood in their eyes, really red in their eyes, and they're good to go. This Lakers side coming out of Kenya, it's a long way to come, honestly. I think good prep would have gone into this. Obviously, you're club champions, so we should be even, Stevens. Really excited to see this get underway this morning.
Yes, tournament hockey, knockout hockey, and you gotta make the most of your chances and be sure to...
Well, ladies and gentlemen, making their way out into the middle now will be up two sides in our first encounter of this, the Africa Cup for club champions. The Lakers coming out of Kenya, taking on the Ghana Revenue Authority. Making their way out now, coming out of Kenya, and they'll be taking part in the red strip, and then in the yellow will be the Ghana Revenue Authority. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our sides onto the path this morning for our first encounter.
Yes, the Lakers out here in the red and white strip, and Ghana Revenue Authority in a very colorful yellow with a shade of black on the crest there. High fives all round. Umpires Swanepoel and Sibanda overlooking things for us today. As we are about to push off, ladies and gentlemen. If you hadn't tuned in, link in bio on the Africa Hockey page. Things about to clear off now as both sets of teams go into their respective huddles. It looks like a little bit of a pre-game routine about to happen.
Yeah, the umpire's in there with a little, it is the girls, a little high five, big smile, look good for the cameras, You get the first stage, really, the first start. The umpires in this encounter will be Swanepoel coming out of South Africa and Sibanda out of the ump. One of our own. So, yeah, this is one of the things I like about these kind of tournaments being, lots of people get exposed. You up the ante a little bit, standard does go up. Well, it has to, because, like you pointed out, it pretty much is the Champions League of, club hockey here in Africa. Grateful for all the sides making their way out. We did get a bit of a look about on, I think it was Thursday afternoon, when the Ghana sides were training, both ladies and men, and then the Egyptians came out after with one of the Zim lady sides as well. And you can kind of feel such a buzz in the atmosphere here out at the St. John's Astro.
Yes, a lovely strip we have here in the heart of Harare. Credit to all stakeholders involved in setting us this world-class facility here, hosting the 2026 edition of the Africa Cup for Club Champions. Revenue Authority, defending champions, taking on the Lakers. Push off to come shortly.
Yeah, so if you've just joined us, playing in that red strip from our left on screen to right will be the Lakers, who are coming out of Kenya, and then in the yellow strip will be the Ghana side, Ghana, beg your pardon, Revenue Authority playing from right to left in the very bright yellow. So I don't think there should be too many, clashes of colour, unless you're as old as my mate here, Ben.
Yeah, maybe they should come and borrow my glasses there.
Yeah, but just cannot wait. Action again coming your way all day today. I think we've got about 6-7 encounters.
Plenty of hockey galore for all the kids. I know you're probably doing sport on the weekend, but hey, this is your free time. Make sure you come down to the Astro to experience the next level of hockey. This, the Africa Cup for club champions. I mean, doesn't get any better than this. I'm so bummed that I'm not getting a chance to play. I mean, I did play in 2014. And yeah, unfortunate to not have qualified this time around, but all the same, it is a privilege to be here as we have 3 minutes to go before push off.
Well, that is, but yeah, Ben, I thought you'd point out the fact that you've been, top goal scorer in the Harare League. Or do you let me do that? Quite a modest man. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, excited to get ourselves going. The Ghana Revenue Authority going aerial right at the start here, using that left-hand side into the middle. Just looked after there, but yeah, like you pointed out, full of intent at the moment, getting ball up the park and looking to create something.
Yes, brilliant ingenuity from the get-go there. Overhead from the middle to Captain Elizabeth in jersey number 10 with the ball across the D, but sniffed out by the Kenyan defense as Ghana with a high press at the minute. A bit of a topping on that ball into the D there. It is a free hit on this near side for the Lakers.
Mercy Akon in that number 9 jumper for this Ghana side. Looking very busy at the start. I think she'll be one to, watching this encounter. Ball sent up the park. And the Lakers out of Kenya with a bit of a chance, but unfortunately they can't hold on to possession too long. The Ghana side using the middle of the park, just spreading that defense early on here. And Peter there, and they'll get some more go forward ball. They want to keep that momentum behind their backs. Still in possession and looking to just, find an opportunity, setting it back. Quite a, deep style of defense. They've got lots of shirts towards the back end of the park there, Ben.
Yes, some nice stick work that I'm seeing from the GRA, Ghana Revenue Authority there. But the Kenyans with a nice defensive shape, marking off left foot and really watching those inside passes as we see the ball being brought up here by Marion in jersey 7. The quick restart, trying to send it across there, but Red easily in defense. Picked up by Ernestina in jersey 4. Onto Dede in jersey 20, looking to inject it into the D, but intercepted by Kenya. Fast restart here by Ghana Revenue Authority, sent into the D. Shot here.
Oh, Ben, I just feel she had a bit more time there, to get some control on the ball. Went for glory early on.
Yes,
just not quite coming off there.
Yeah, Rachel caught in two minds there a bit as must have wondered, hey, how's this opportunity come so early on? And maybe just a little composure needed there. As Kenya look to recycle transfer of the ball. Yeah, as Rachel's on the ball, scans here, checks back.
Ben, I do quite like, just the patience and build-up from this Kenyan side. I mean, they've worked through the middle of the park, setting it out, left, right, and then, again, just being allowed lots of time and space on that ball in the middle of the park at the moment. Still taking it up and then, finding each other at ease almost. A bit of a defensive effort put in. Unfortunately, it goes in vain as it goes straight back onto a yellow stick. Finally impeded, but that build-up, Ben, is just something to watch, really.
Yes, Mercy Akon there onto the Captain Elizabeth with the slap into the D, finds her target, but looks like the Kenyans are double teaming. Yeah, really dangerous looking attacking component of as we've been entrusted here in the commentary booth to look out for standout players from each match today, and I'm sure we will pick the best possible candidate for maybe just tune in and send us messages on what you viewers back home are seeing. We'll be tracking the comments in the live stream there as both teams look to ascend dominance on this match, but early possession with Ghana Revenue Authority here. First penetration into the D for the Lakers, but illegally so. Revenue Authority spread the ball out wide. Nice 3D skills there in midfield, creating the space. Intercepted here by Captain Alice, who charges towards the D here. The shot and goal, and almost catching the goalkeeper unawares there. Good attempt by Captain Alice with the strong surge for the Kenyans. First shot on target.
Yeah, Ben hotting up here quite nicely. I mean, the Lakers did take a little bit of time to settle into this one at the moment. Now playing on the right end of the park, just getting turned on over. And now she's worked around that defender really, really well for this Ghana Revenue Authority side. Back into the inside. And that number 12 jumper allowed lots of space. She's got mates left, right to the front of her. Choosing to go to the right-hand side on a nice little build-up at the moment. Certainly impeded and just getting stopped in their tracks there, turning defence into a bit of a counter-attack. And as we say that, this Lakers side also up on their way, still getting some go-forward ball, and this game seeming to have opened up now, Ben.
Yes, very much so, and very early on. I mean, both teams throwing the kitchen sink at it in the minute. A brilliant run, as we saw on this near side from number 12, Vivian. Jinking in and out, creating and opening the angles there for that diagonal ball. But both teams really looking to bring the game early on as they're going flat out. I mean, short corner opportunity there. Well played from Accc Morina in jersey number 6 for the Lakers, earning the very first short corner. Can they make the most of this first opportunity and second attempt at target?
Yeah, Ben, you know, feel no disrespect in saying this, but almost against the run of play as the Ghana Revenue Authority have been the side that have, you know, gotten things off underway, looking the more, you know, polished side at the start. Just got off to the better start, and at the moment, the Lakers out of Kenya, tell you what, they're saying we're not here to mess around either. Yeah, we might have gotten off to a slow start, but here we go, creating the first real opportunity for themselves. They'll want a fluid attempt up at the first short corner in this encounter, Ben.
Yes, Captain Alice looks to be the target here at top team jersey number 8. It does go to the captain. Attempted block there and a shot at goal. Collected and cleared by the defense there. She did have time as the defenders look to hang back a bit as to try and read what the Kenyans were trying to do. Crash ball into the D there, and it is lifted off the goalkeeper. And watching her angles pretty well in the end, but unfortunately the bounce of the ball, lifting the ball, creating a bit of danger. Second short corner. I mean, tournament hockey, Moody, you have to make the most of these set piece chances. I mean, you snooze, you lose, and it's just that one crack on target and you find yourself down.
Absolutely would have liked to see her, you know, just crack it at the first real opportunity. I think, you know, in this encounter, tournament style hockey, any chance you get, you've just got to go crack it. In that first attempt, she had a bit more time, and she did on the second one. I'd like to have seen her, you know, just get rid of it early. You know, give yourself a genuine chance. You've trained for this a lot, and now they've just been turned on over. So surviving the first little couple of scares, this Ghana Revenue Authority side, the Lakers out of Kenya, boy oh boy, not here to make friends, are they?
Yeah, they
haven't come on a sightseeing visit here in Harare.
Definitely not, yeah. A very calm approach in the pre-game interview with Captain Alice, but all the same, those cylinders are up and running right now. As
the first changes made there, Ben, in this encounter, the Ghana Revenue Authority sticking on Adea Abla.
Yes,
the number 5 jumper.
Yes, looking to inject some fresh legs there as Captain Elizabeth for Ghana Revenue Authority looking to scan, sending the ball into the D, deflected at top D there. It is a sideline ball, well watched there by Accc Morine in jersey number 6.
Yeah, no, just playing on the right end of the park after a little bit, but as I say that, they've been turned on over, don't quite have the numbers up the park. It is quite a, you know, very deep defensive setup by this Lakers side. Both sides pretty much throwing a lot of caution into this one so far. The Lakers now with a bit of time on the ball, working very well. There was Deborah Otienga and the number 7 jumper back on the ball, creating lots, good interlinking play, spreading that ball out wide. and in really good space into the circle. Tomahawk attempt at the sticks, but looked after well in defense.
Wow, what an incredible counter-attack piece of hockey there from the Kenyans, building it out. Nice 1-2 interchange play between number 6 and 7. That's Deborah,
7,
who then switched it across to Captain Alice there. A bit of a third party on that attempt. But the Kenyans, I like the 1-2 play, that very short style play of hockey. Good skills there from Vivian with the attempt. Tomahawk got the shot on goal. The goalkeeper was way off her line there. I mean, the goal was gaping, but Vivian, unfortunately, with the Tomahawk attempt coming off the backstick, well watched by umpire Swanepoel, and she just gives a wry shake of the head there, but all the same, chances for Kenya with the counter attack here. Jersey 32 into the D. Attempted pull back there, but well watched by Ghana Revenue Authority. Onto Vivian. 1-2 back onto number 5. Abla. Switch play here for
Ben. They just seem to have so much time on that ball, this Ghana Revenue Authority. The Kenyans setting up, we've spoken about pretty much this entire encounter, very deep defensive display, committing the numbers to the back, which, you know, at times has kind of been their undoing, because they, you know, getting some good go forward ball, a quick turnover, and then in that counter attack they just don't have the numbers up the park, and it, respectfully I say this, they don't also seem to, you know, then have the speed to turn that into a genuine goal scoring opportunity.
Yes, the numbers, you just need to try and commit the numbers. The defensive line hanging back a bit, it's creating that vacuum between the 25 and the halfway, such that it's become a little bit too back and forth per se. If the Kenyan defensive line can be able to push up and congest that space, really compress and effected a high court press once they've suited an attack there with a crash ball into the D from Captain Alice, but handsomely watched there by the Ghana Revenue Authority defense.
Ben, just I quite like that intent, you know, just to, you know, get the ball up the park. I mean, we're what, 4 minutes, I beg your pardon, 4 minutes 21 to the start of our first break. So both sets of sides, you know, would have gotten themselves game. The heart rate is up obviously from warm-up, but I mean, nothing really quite matches the intensity when you are on the park. Got to be 100% locked in, and both sides at the moment seeming to do that well. The Kenyans on the ball at the moment, turned on over, and now it is the Ghana Revenue Authority spinning that to the left-hand side, into the circle, skipper on it, a Tomahawk, but wow, what an effort, in goal, second crack at it, a lady out to the middle, she's got a bit of time to get rid of it. Which way does that go? The Kenyans, oh, that'll be a short corner, well, going to the way of the Ghana Revenue Authority, pressure, towels, and they've gotten a gift for it.
It's 100% a brilliant save there from the goalkeeper of the Lakers, but Vivian with a second chance at goal thwarted before she could pull the trigger there, and then some brilliant stick work from Captain Elizabeth in jersey number 10, be able to turn the defenders left and right, and then just lifting the ball slightly and catches the foot of the Lakers defender, earning the very first short corner for Ghana Revenue Authority. And it looks like they have two castles here at top D. Expect some magic about to happen, Woody.
Absolutely, that'll be Ade Abla to inject that ball at the short corner. Their first opportunity, Ben, they'll be looking to, you know, make do with, or a little too eager. No, I think they'll lose one. The Kenyan Lakers, that is Joan Ngie, who has been called out by the umpire, Mrs. Swanepoel, coming out of the Republic of South Africa.
Yes,
Eagle eyes, eagle hawk eyes.
Well watched there by the umpire, but of course, yeah, the defender's eager to really get out the blocks faster. And second attempt here for Ghana Revenue Authority. Missed injection there, cleared, but
heartbreaking, Ben. I mean, you get your first chance, first one is turned on over, you lose a defender, and then can't make or take advantage of it. Now the Lakers looking to take advantage, hasn't quite come off. That will be frustrating. Lots of hard work had gone into that.
Yes, their counter-attack is working pretty well. It's just that final pass through that striker who will be hanging up high. I mean, the strikers need to run in a figure 8. Shout out to Coach Doc Mkwewa who drilled me with that, so I understand.
Here we go with all of this. I was so good back in my prime. Chat from Ben.
Well, Moody, I mean, I have plenty of years of experience, well over 20 years in this game, being coached by the best of the best in the likes of Doc Mkwewa, and as a striker, it's drilled into you to run a figure 8, sort of. You start off in a deep channel, and then, fortunately, lifted ball there.
Yeah, hoping that lady will be all right. Certainly did not look good at all, and medics being called onto the field. Best wishes going out to her. I hope that'll be all right, because also first encounter, you've come all this way. That's exactly what you wouldn't want, really. Not nice to see, but medics attending to her, so more than grateful for that. Hoping she'll be back up on her feet. It's been just under 3 minutes to go in this, the first quarter of our first encounter here at the African Cup for Club Champions, hosted here in Harare, Zimbabwe. Day 1, match number 1, it's the ladies taking part. The Lakers out of Kenya and the Ghana Revenue Authority. Been a good encounter thus far, Ben.
Yes,
any standout players for you thus far?
No, number 12, noticeably, of Ghana Revenue Authority. Very skillful and agile player. Has created 2 chances for herself. You don't want to blink when it comes to her. I mean, she means business. And also captain Elizabeth in jersey number 10. Rachel, jersey number 15, as she also trots back onto the field, and the player has been taken off with our medics with that ice pack on their head there. At least she's up and running, which is a good sight, as Vivian comes up with the ball here. Nice peel off, but intercepted there.
Yeah, Ben, more than grateful to see her back up on her feet, looking a lot better than I thought she'd be. Built tough, aren't they, in Ghana, quite clearly, as we get our action underway here. Intercepted ball as they look to make a circle entry, just needing to spare that out. Ball making it to that intended recipient for the Ghana Revenue Authority, using that right-hand side at the moment through Gertrude Nkum, who gets turned on over into the middle to number 8, Ngie, who, for me, in this Kenyan Lakers side has been the stalwart, really controlling things, being that link between the defensive effort and the top of the park for them. Oh,
looked like a shove in the back there. Missed that opportunity there, but play on it is. But I'm loving the defensive reads here from jersey number 6, Adizatu Sulemana for the Ghana Revenue Authority, sporting the red looking frolic and the yellow headband. I mean, she's really screening that D-line particularly well. And as you've noted out, crash ball into there from the Lakers. It looks like it is a long corner here, but jersey number 8 for... That is Ngie Joan in jersey number 8, really pulling strings in midfield for the Lakers. I like her style of play. Moody.
Yeah, I bet she's been incredibly busy for this Lakers side. Controlling things a lot, really, as we continue on our efforts here. Looking to make a circle entry. She's done exactly that. However, onto a Ghanaian stick, and they'll get some good go forward ball right at the end of this, the first quarter. They'll need to get ball up the park, you know, just create whatever you can towards the closing stages of this one, out to this left-hand side, possibly looking to go down the line. She's had a good little runner, but wow, taken off of her stick in the middle of the park. Now the Kenyan Lakers to the middle of the park. I don't think we'll see too much more action as we go into the closing stages of this one. With just 1 second to go, ladies and gentlemen, we are live here at the Africa Cup for Club Champions. Match day number 1, first encounter, Ben. We go into this first break.
goalless as the Ghana Revenue Authority take on the Kenyan Lakers. The Ghana side obviously starting the stronger of the sides, however this Kenyan side, the Lakers, boy oh boy have they turned up.
Yes, they have turned up, and this encounter is really living up to expectation. I mean, the first hit out of the tournament, and both sets of teams really going at it as they're beginning to warm up and all, and the Kenyans and the Lakers really coming into their stride as a well-deserved break as we hear both sets of teams hearing instructions from their coaches. We'll be back, ladies and gentlemen. Please do not leave your screens. Be back after this very short break. Yes. Welcome back, ladies and gents, to the second quarter of the opening match between the Lakers of Kenya and the Revenue Authority out of Ghana. It's still 0 apiece. Both sides really warming into this, and even Stevens, I would say, but the Lakers of Kenya with the bulk of the chances in the first quarter there. A couple of short corners, missed opportunities, some deflections towards goal. But the Kenyans, you don't want to sleep on them. The defending champions have a lot of work to do as we go into this second quarter. The Kenyans have started strong here, sent it to the D, but picked off here, and nice 1-2s there. Fortunately, a little bit of panic, but well defended. Ball sent across into the D. A swing and a miss from Captain Alice there. I mean, she saw her name in the lights. A chance for glory there, but unfortunately mistiming her shot. An attempt at goal there. But warning shots for the Revenue Authority with the overhead. Onto Captain Elizabeth, jersey 10, with the through ball here. Looks like Vivian, she's all right there. Jersey number 12 has shifted on to the right-hand side. A tactical change, I'd say, because she does have a good left-to-right jink in her arsenal there. So expect her to make some inroads around that right-hand flank there. As Revenue Authority look to get into the D here. Baseline ball onto number 4 there. Ernestina, unfortunately, failing to trap that ball, but some good recovery, I'd say, after that early warning shot in the second chukker from the Lakers.
Yeah, full of intent out of that little huddle, and now I'll turn back on over, and it'll be the Ghana Revenue Authority to restop proceedings here, but like you pointed out, being an early opportunity going their way. Unfortunately not able to take full advantage, and now we're back underway here, just working down that line, making way up the park. Just turned on over, but at the moment I think playing under advantage was good enough. Just not playing to the whistle, really. You've got to question some of the game sense in that situation, and now that allows the Lakers to make way up the park. Will she have the legs to loop around to it? Unfortunately not. So yet again, just another wasted opportunity. It's those little moments in the games where you've got to just be switched on for an extra couple of seconds, and you can possibly create an opportunity. Just being in the right position or place at the right time is sometimes all you need, and you'll know all about that. Especially playing up at the top of the park where you don't have a lot of time and room to work with.
Yes, your hand-eye coordination needs to be on point. You're running lines as well to make life easier for the midfielders to be able to pick your run, as we saw there from Captain Alice in jersey 8 in midfield, was able to penetrate and with a diagonal run into midfield, opening up the angles both left and right. Unfortunately, the striker in jersey 14, they're unable to control the ball, but all the same, plenty of space in midfield for Alice. I mean, it's got to ask the question is maybe the assistant coaches need to have some sort of tactical change in midfield for Revenue Authority. Some nice 3D scores there from Vivian, putting it onto the foot.
I'm quite liking their little build-up again. It's been a real, hallmark of their game here. Spreading ball out very well, but wow, what a defensive effort there for this Lakers side to get themselves out of a bit of trouble. However, Ghana Revenue Authority are not quite done just as yet, as they still, continue to apply pressure there. Nothing comes of it. You've got to give credit to the defenders on that occasion. Just thwarting that attacking opportunity and turn on over, quite honestly, not really chuffed with that call. Umpire Swanepoel laying down the law, saying, listen, I won't have any of that.
Yep, she's not taking any argy-bargy set at the minute, and her way is the highway. And brilliant skills from Vivian there. Well washed in defense, trying a little bit too much for me, as you might want to eliminate one player and then look to execute the next pass. I mean, you can't do it all by yourself. Yeah, the intercept pass there in midfield.
Certainly not been, and I mean, you just look at the way this Ghana side are, stitching up a good little chair of passes there, and then laying it off in good time, getting each other into some good space with those passes. And I think that's kind of been the difference, really. And I guess we are kind of seeing different, styles of play at the moment. The Ghana side, very patient with their build-ups. On that occasion, not quite coming off of that stick. And the number 20 jump up. Okene did it. 9:47 to go till we get our halftime break. If you're the coach thus far, Ben, which is a role you've also occupied as well, apart from being the league's top goal scorer, what kind of conversations are you having?
Well, I can see how the Kenyans are trying to play and their style of play. They have a very expansive style. With the deflection to goal here. Number 14, almost on the money. That is Millicent Adiambo. And you can't afford to sniff. Like I'm saying, this Kenyan side are playing a 4-3-3 and allowing a literal overload between the midfield and the strikers. It's creating channels for passing from midfield up front. Vivian with a tomahawk attempt, and she absolutely buries it. That is the fourth attempt, fourth time lucky for number 12, Vivian Nakur of the Ghana Revenue Authority, somewhat against the run of play. I mean, the Kenyans did have the ascendancy, but I told you not to blink, and she's proved me right.
Yeah, Ben, you've got to take your chances as they come, and the lady producing that goods in the moment, Vivian, I mean, she's been threatening all game, so you can almost say it was bound to happen. Her getting the first goal of this Africa Cup for club champions as the Ghana Revenue Authority take a 1-0 lead. And this the second quarter, 8:48 remaining, and this the second. But yeah, she's been one to watch. We pointed her out right from the get-go. And producing the goods when it mattered. How will this Lakers side, come back and their request to possibly bring that back. The Ghana Revenue Authority, this is a brilliant chance for them, to assert dominance, calm themselves down again. You are in the league. You don't want to calm down, but, you take a bit of confidence coming into that. And now having to put on a defensive display, they've done all right in that aspect, spreading the ball out to that left-hand side. A beautiful little interlinking bit of play there. Can it find the third marker there? No, the Lakers managed to intercept it, but turn on over. The umpire, Swanepoel, turns them on over. And now the Kenyan Lakers in the red strip, making their way up the park. They've got to come back in this. It'll be so heartbreaking for them, like you pointed out, as that goal was scored. Against the run of play through the middle of the park. Can anyone get a touch on it? Don't quite have the numbers on the right park, I think. In that circle, just a bit too wide apart, I think, Ben.
Yes, I like the style of Kenya. They don't need to change anything per se, just bar from the runs up front to be able to run onto the ball and create those channels there with Captain Alice pulling the strings in midfield, who has a deceptively good turn of pace. I mean, the Kenyans are putting on a little bit of flair there, but they just need to just string those passes back themselves and be sure to create chances for themselves. That is a lifted ball, but looked to be below the knee, but although the player was trying to block the ball there, deemed danger by the umpires. But I don't really feel they need to panic as yet. They just need to try and string those passes where it matters in the final third, or in the final quarter rather, and just continue with what they're doing. No need to panic. Still plenty of time to play.
Yeah, absolutely. Still plenty of time to play. Obviously, never nice to, go down and encounter, but, I believe in, I like to call it in my little coaching groups, back yourself stupidly. No one's better than you. Got to have that DF dogfight. Yes, you go down, but honestly, it means nothing because, you know exactly what you're made for. You've worked, you've trained for all of these kind of situations where you need to come back in games. They are club champions, obviously, in Kenya, so more than capable. And ball up into that circle, just no one to finish off the job. But Ben, going back to that point, you can't ever, drop your head, especially when you go down by just a goal with so much time to go.
I mean, champion mentality brings champion mindset. You have to have a mental solitude that is beyond their level, as let's just remain calm as we see a very high press here from Ghana Revenue Authority. The Kenyans are really backing in. They're trying to congest their D to eliminate those angles that the Ghana Revenue Authority have been exploiting thus far. But some reprieve here as we see acres of space on this near right-hand side here. All the play a bit concentrated on the other side. They just need to switch it a bit, and of course that signal needs to come from their defensive line. I would like to see them transfer the ball between left and right. No advantage signal there by umpire Tumi Sibanda, who hails out of the city of King and Queens in Bulawayo, and one of a couple of Zimbabwean umpires taking part in this tournament here.
It made me quite, nice to see that progression on her side. I mean, we did see her also umpire in our high school's big tournament, the Golden Girls tournament, and grown in leaps and bounds since then, about 4-5 months ago, and now at the biggest stage in terms of club hockey in the continent.
Yes, this is actually her second biggest tournament. She did actually go down south with the school side, the Zimbabwean under 16 to under 18 age group, as they went down to South Africa for that end of year tournament last year. So really growing and developing in her game. Shout out to you, umpire Tumi, and we wish you a great tournament ahead as we see Ghana really turning the screw a bit with a very high press here. Kenyans have a lot of work to do. As I said, the space spotted, but the strikers hanging a little bit too deep, not reading the defensive plays that are happening there. There's no point hanging in the D and all this space. You want to hang up and then run into that channel of space that you've created, and to be able to give your side a chance at possession in the right end of the field.
Yeah, absolutely. As now we see the Lakers, putting in lots of hard work. Ball through the middle of the park. Will she be able to return it? Sends off a beautiful little pass, but unfortunately Ben just goes a little too far out to that left-hand side, and they can't quite take advantage of that opportunity created.
Yes, the striker just held her ground. She hinted at put it in the gap. The ball was played into that gap, but unfortunately she didn't commit to a run in the end. A chance goes a begging again, but all the same, you see the Kenyans are creating chances for themselves. They just need to continue doing so and working those angles. And, there is a free player here in midfield, mean, you want to try and congest
I think
higher up the field.
And that is the dangerous Alice. No, it isn't. It's rather in that number 7 jumper. Owiti, now the Kenyan beg your pardon, the Kenyan Lakers, that is. At the moment, just seeming to look like they're running out of a bit of steam. I mean, the last couple of passes, not really getting to the intended recipient, and that's an aspect of their game they've got to completely weed out as they go into that second half, really.
Yes, good close control there from Captain Elizabeth in jersey 10. Looks to send the ball through there. Alice on the ball, through pass here for the Kenyans. On to jersey 12, back to number 7, Owiti. Intercepted though by the brilliant Adizatu in jersey 6 for the Ghana Revenue Authority.
Just a minute 50 to go here as now the GRA, that ball just goes over that line and we'll get a restart. A minute 40 to go, and this the first, well, beg your pardon, the second quarter. Almost at the halfway break, the Ghana Revenue Authority taking a lead, courtesy of a beautiful goal by the lady in the number 12 jumper.
Yes,
Vivian Nakor.
Yes.
Will that be how we find ourselves going into that first break? A little bit of an opportunity created there.
Yes, Ghana Revenue Authority still on the attack here. Played cleverly into the feet there. A quick retake into the D. Swing and a miss there from Ernestina in jersey 4. But that number 3 for Revenue Authority, Gertrude Inkum, there with some nice quick play, quick restart, entering into the D, creating the chance there for her side as a overhead from the Kenyans.
Yeah, not
good solid defensive lines there from Ghana Revenue Authority. Vivian in jersey number 12 here. Nice lead onto her teammate. Ball sent across back to Vivian with an attempt at goal. Unfortunately, not timing it correctly there, but she is causing all sorts of problems for the Lakers of Kenya in their defense there. Vivian, I mean, you don't want to leave her alone. She's causing all sorts of problems, Moody.
Yeah, literally just been thrown back onto there the last, 30-odd seconds as a change, and already, with a bit of an impact, was looking for a second. Just didn't quite come off as we'll get into our final 5 seconds. And this is the first half, ladies and gentlemen. Could have been 2, isn't at the moment. It's only 1-0 up as we'll get to a halftime break, ladies and gentlemen. After the first 2 quarters, the Ghana Revenue Authority taking a 1-0 lead at the moment, courtesy of that lady in the number 12 jumper who we've spoken of quite a lot as far, Vivian Nagur. Almost had a second bend, didn't quite come off. Off to a slow start were the Lakers, and slowly turning things back into their favour. However, the GRA go 1-0 up at this halftime break. Quick analysis, how's it gone from your point of view?
Both teams have really started fast out of the blocks. You can see the legs going a little bit for the Kenyans there, but all the same, tactical change. If I was the coach, I would say no. Let us play our little bit of a Kenyan flair, per se. Really keep possession of the coveted hockey ball and try and swing those passes. Maybe express a little bit of a high press as well. And also my strikers, their running lines, a little bit not in sync at the minute in connecting from the midfield into the strikers' channels, but many chances still to come. It is 1-0. Ladies and gentlemen, please stay tuned. We'll be back after this short break, this halftime break rather. I am Ben Muchedzi, joined in commentary with Moody Manyau. We'll be back after this short break.
Elizabeth Opoku from Ghana. I'm the captain of the Ghana Revenue Authority hockey team, the ladies side. And we've been preparing since early 2025, because we played our league in 2025. And throughout the league, we were optimistic about our coming to the African Championship because we are the defending champions. And God be so good, we won our league and preparation has been good so far. So we are here to take back the trophy to Ghana. They know themselves, nothing special, as they've been doing always, is to keep the support coming and we wouldn't disappoint them. We are bringing the trophy back to Ghana, so their prayers, their support, their cheers in the stands, at their homes, at their various workplaces, they should keep them coming because we also deliver on this pitch. Yeah. Morale in camp is 100% because we play for our institution and preparation has been just top-notch. In terms of welfare and logistics, everything is fine. And morale from the players is also high because our main target is to take the trophy back home. So nothing more, nothing less, just taking the trophy. That's our focus. Yeah.
My name is Eugene Jomo Achampong, captain of the Ghana Revenue Authority hockey men's team. Yes, we knew that we were definitely going to qualify for the championship. So right from the beginning of our league season, our main aim was everything that we were doing was geared towards competing in the club's championship. Yes, they are feeling very good. Most of us have played in the championship for some time now, a few of them playing for the first time. So it's quite a kind of a mixed feeling. But then in total, I think that morale in camp is good and the boys are ready.
Yo, what's up? This is Jera. So, word of the day, focus on the winning, keeping positive. See you there.
I think appreciating where Hippo is from. It's a Hippo Valley estate, it's a farm. So you'll find that the players, their background is their children, initially of employees on the farm. So for them to get to this level, where you're competing for the top crown in Africa, coming from a farm in the middle of, Tirezi, the low belt of Zimbabwe, I think it means the world to a lot of the players here. And in fact, to myself, to actually say we're now on the continental stage coming from that particular background. But getting here it's a team effort. And I think part of the team that you don't see here is those who have helped us to get to this point, the sponsors who've put in a significant amount of money to pay for everything that has managed to get us here. I think we're particularly appreciative to Hewlett's to get us to this continental tournament.
As it is, the African Cup for Club Champions taking place here in Harare, Zimbabwe. We've got the Kenyan Lakers taking on the Ghana Revenue Authority up in match number 1 in the ladies section of this competition. Ghana Revenue Authority taking a 1-0 lead at the moment. Been an enthralling encounter thus far.
Yes, entertainment galore, fast-paced hockey, nice connection of passes, neat build-outs, chances for the Lakers of Kenya. A couple of short corners, failing to get a shot away, but one shot on target from Captain Alice in jersey number 8, but breaking the deadlock, of course, that was becoming a nuisance for the Lakers. Ghana Revenue Authority, jersey number 12, Vivian Nakor. She's really asserting her dominance on this game with that tomahawk shot, beating the keeper at the near post. As we are awaiting push off, as the keeper for the Lakers now ready. Lakers have push off here. They are down by a 1-0. As they have all to do here in this second half, but they just need to keep trying. What they have been doing. A chance here for the Kenyans early on, but intercepted there by jersey number 6 for Ghana Revenue Authority, Adizatu. A good through ball there. Wild trap there by jersey number 3, sent across there, and it is lifted unfortunately, but wild trap by Gertrude Inkum for that brilliant lead run. That's what you want to try and see, Moody, from your strikers. I mean, hard running into those gaps, fetching the ball, being sent through by the midfielders there.
Yeah, absolutely. Just, kind of sets a tone and scene for your side. As we see that goal scorer again, she's had 3 touches over the last couple of seconds and getting her side up the park at the moment, almost linking up well, just doesn't quite come off. The Kenyan Lakers at the moment just getting ball up the park. I think that possibly could have been some of the message that they would have gotten at that break. Both sides look extremely composed, Ben. I must point out, as I did just wander downstairs for a little bit of a walkabout, not panic at all. And yeah, again, looking so composed, which is good to see. I mean, you've still got 2 quarters, two quarters to play. So a good chance for the coaches to get a good, concise and clear message out to their sides.
Yes, looks like a little bit of change of tactics in midfield for Ghana Revenue Authority here. Looks like they have 4 midfielders now, as they try to congest and really plug out those central channels. Alice on the ball here with the charge for the Kenyans. Unfortunately, just obstructing there. She felt like she was shoved in the back. Was questioning umpire Swanepoel, as authority entitled to continue playing here and doing so, well defended by the Lakers as they look to the right hand channel, trapping the ball but intercepted by captain Elizabeth there with a through ball attempt. A little bit too much fire on it. But number 3 signaling, Gertrude there signaling thumbs up to her captain as she attempted to try and locate her.
And now the Lakers through the middle of the park will be looking to get themselves some good go forward ball. Unfortunately, turned on over. A beautiful ball through the middle of the park. Can anyone get up to it? Doesn't quite come off. She done a great job, and Ben, coming up off her lines to create an opportunity. However, turning that defender inside out into the circle she goes. Can she get a shot away? Doesn't quite come off. Defensive side rather, pulling the stops on that encounter.
Yes, Maringa Cheng pipping Captain Elizabeth, jersey number 10 of Ghana Revenue Authority, before she could pull the trigger there. But some nice stick work on attack by the captain. Advantage being played here. And the Lakers clear their lines. At a bit of 6s and 7s in defense there, but Ghana looking to turn the screw a bit and extend their lead, to double their lead early on in the second half here.
Ben, I hate to call it, but I just feel if they got a goal here, a tomahawk attempt, it would almost bury this encounter, because we did see a bit of a slump, after that first goal for the Lakers. And now a brilliant shot, some beautiful ball. If that had gone through, Lord knows what would have happened on that occasion. They had a runner up the park in the number 32 jumper, Abram Wafula, was making her way across. However, pass doesn't quite make it to her. And now just plugging that ball through the midfield, working their way up the park at the moment, weighing out her options. Again, just getting intercepted pretty much quite consistently, Ben. Pass is not getting to the intended recipient, and that could birth a lot of frustration.
Yes, Suleimana in jersey 6 for Ghana Revenue Authority, really playing that screening role in the defensive midfield really well, as Gertrude was impeded there just on the 25 for Ghana Revenue Authority. As the Kenyans are succumbing a bit to the pressure, but they must just try and keep things tight and continue running hard. As the ball is sent across here to Vivian, shot on goal here from Captain Elizabeth.
Oh, Big, you thought you were in for all money on that occasion. Almost coming off, but just quite didn't for them. And now the Lakers making way up the park. They don't have the numbers. I mean, they've only got 2 past halfway. And that, for me, is just, that's where things have to change. You get an opportunity. You've got to, pour the numbers up. Call goes against them as well.
Yes, I mean, she was just isolated in that attempt there. And it is quite frustrating as a coach. I mean, you do regain possession of the ball, you build it out nicely, but then the midfielders, after that through ball, are just hanging back a bit. You then need to work extra hard, as we see. Yes, it is Lakers ball taken by jersey 14 here. Sent into the D. Deflection onto goal. It hadn't moved 5, said the umpire. Questionable call. I mean, she was almost on that blue dot there. Moody.
Now goes against them, and the Lakers, they feel hard done by that. You've got to crack on nonetheless. Will they be having a chat? I think the umpires will come up for a little bit of a chat at the moment, just to, work themselves around that little situation. Nonetheless.
Yes, player review being requested by the captain, Alice, as the umpires are deliberating. It looked like the ball had gone 5 as we just wait for their decision.
Just having a bit of a conversation there. I just quite like the way, she's composed in that. Once you rush yourself, it, impedes that thought process. Nonetheless, they've had a good game, the umpires, so certainly just won't put a dampener on it either way. Again, thank you for joining us here live on this African Hockey Federation stream brought to you by Rising Stars. I mean, doing wonders out here in Harare, Zimbabwe. Adjusted with this, and I think we've done all right. Let us know in the comments. Feedback is much appreciated.
Yes, a successful team referral there for the Lakers of Kenya, and it's nice. It's nice to see the technology at play with the comms between the 2 umpires. As Ernestina with the shot here, sent across. I mean, the goal was gaping, but well watched there by the Lakers goalkeeper, Ernestina, with the chance there. But the keeper was really on the money for that minute there, and Gertrude on the ball here. Little 1-2s with the teammate. Back to Gertrude. Gertrude with the ball across into the D. Yeah, a chance and a deflection into the goal by Captain Elizabeth with the signature celebration there.
Ice cold, really, from this Ghana Revenue Authority side. Again, using the full width of this park and then crashing that ball out into the middle. I did talk about it, Ben. They seem to have run out of a little bit of steam. The Kenyan side, could it be fitness or, just the mental side of this encounter where it's been hard work for them, the Lakers, and unfortunately now they find themselves 2-0 down. So hard to come back from that.
Yes, very hard to come back from that, and it is a sucker punch, a bit of a blow to the gut there, but all the same, some brilliant work from the Ghana Revenue Authority down the right-hand flank. Gertrude with that ball across, finding her captain, who pats it away into an empty net. There's some good 1-2 thinking there, setting aside 2-0 up. As Vivian is on the ball here on the near side, unfortunately unable to trap it. It is a couple of minutes to go here in this third quarter. Ghana Revenue Authority really getting a grip with a 2-goal cushion. I like this style of play from GRA. Vivian shifting the ball here onto Ernestina with the attempted deflection on goal. Unfortunately, just missing it. But Ghana Revenue Authority really putting on a show here in this third quarter, really bringing the game to the Lakers. The Lakers with no answers at the minute. But There's still 16 minutes to play with the fourth quarter to come. I mean, they just need to string the passes and have a little bit of luck as Captain Alice brings up the play here. 1-2's here. Alice into the D. A chance here for Authority. Heads into the crowd. It is a short corner. A bit of inspiration to be drawn from the Lakers by their captain. I mean, with that strong surge in midfield. Brilliant 1-2's interchange there with Otieno Debra in jersey 12 penetrating the D, causing havoc. A chance here for the Lakers to draw one back to bring the scores to 2-1.
Golden chance here for the Lakers to, get something for themselves here, Ben. You score here, you breathe life into that effort from your side. If they haven't actually quite seen a successful short corner thus far. A tomahawk attempt, she's lined it up beautifully, but can't quite get it off.
Yeah, not quite understanding the thinking there. She had all the time in the world to get onto her strong side and really get the shot away. I mean, the defensive lines from Ghana Revenue Authority looking like they're running a 3-1 virtually. But there was plenty of time, if you ask me, for number 14 there for the Lakers. That was Adiyambo Millicent there, but another wasted chance for the Lakers. That's 3 or 4 short corners. I mean, those are definite goals on this level of hockey.
Yeah, Ben, and the thing that'll hurt the most is they haven't even looked close to getting a goal from either of those attempts, which, again, I mean, you work so hard for it. You've got to make your defensive side pay for that, which hasn't been seen so far, as we'll see the side get back underway from that right-hand side, the Kenyan Lakers. I think, like I've been pointing out for a long time, it's just looked like they've run out of steam, and they just got to find a way to, channel something to get themselves back in this one, Ben, because at the moment it doesn't look like pretty reading for the Kenyan Lakers. Looking to go aerial, doesn't quite come off. It'd be quite interesting to, just have a look at those stats maybe later on when you look at how often they've had uncompleted passes back to the middle of the park. Or which way does that go? I don't know why she stopped. Get yourself another goal.
Yes, just fishing for that short corner there. Unfortunately, you just want to keep on attempting to play at the ball. Maybe that'll be the thing that will convince the umpire to give you that advantage. I mean, all the same, some brilliant surge and change of pace from Captain Elizabeth in jersey 10. Jink left to right, creating the angle for the through pass to Vivian. Vivian in the D there. Could have had another reverse stick shot attempt, but chose to try and find a short corner as Captain Elizabeth scans in midfield here. Under the arm ball attempt through to Vivian, not finding its mark there, as she's just signaling to a striker that she needs to retreat and attack the ball virtually. You can't afford to be running in behind and expecting the ball to get to you.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way. You've got to work for it. As now we see the Ghana Revenue Authority, I think they'll actually just look to slow things down a little bit. Get back to that structured play of theirs where they use the full with a beautiful ball there. Met first time, had a bit more time, bit of frustration shown from that lady in the number 4 jump. I've worked so hard. Miss Coffee and Estina.
Yes, Ernestina a bit vocal there to umpire to me, not having it, and just saying, hey, I have the whistle. It was danger, and yes, indeed, it was danger, and rightfully a hit out to the Kenyans there. But
yeah, I think being a bit of frustration being shown by the players at the moment, especially on the Kenyan side. You've got to be stronger than that mentally, I feel. I mean, you are 2 goals down. Why show you frustration towards decisions made? Crack on with it.
Yes, you have plenty of time. There's a whole quarter still to come. Maybe they just need to slow things down a bit, consolidate now, as we just over 2 minutes. Reverse stick shot by Vivian, just wide from that left hand upright. I mean, the Kenyans look a bit deflated at the minute, and Ghana Revenue Authority with all the play.
Yeah, I think they've just got to go back to where they started. You know, that mentality, they're running out of steam. The Ghanaians at this point in time still full of life in their attempts and not quite getting around to that. They'll get some go football, the Ghanaians. They won't be in a rush at all. I mean, we're what, a minute 46 from our final break in this encounter. 2-0 up, the wind in their sails and no rush at all at the moment to get that restart back up underway. Going aerial at the moment, just down the line. Will it find her intended mate? Doesn't quite get there.
Yes, Maroon in jersey 7 there. Starting for the Kenyans. Fortunately not connecting that ball nicely there. Lifts up her hands in dejection virtually, as it's not for a lack of effort really, but things just not going their way at the moment. They're not getting the rub of the Green Astro. But they just need to recompose themselves and look to come through and really bring their game to Ghana Revenue Authority. A nice intercept there from defense. Fortunately,
I think that'll just run away there, Ben. But like we're seeing and have been seeing for quite a little bit later on here, and no rush at all are the Ghanaian side, the Lakers. However, I just don't feel they're pouring in as much as they were earlier when they did look good for large periods of that encounter. Respectfully, you then start to question the depth they've got within the side, to bring on changes and, they make impact, whereas that's exactly what we've seen from the Ghanaians. And again, just ball up the park. It's a bit helpless at the moment as we find ourselves at the end of the third. 2-0 the score at the moment in favour of the Ghana Revenue Authority. The Kenyan Lakers having looked to, form some sort of comeback, find themselves a long way away from home at the moment, Ben.
Yes, they just need to back themselves, really find that composure again, as the captain is trying to encourage her players to really get back into this one. They just need to take a breather, take in deep breaths, re-strategize and give it their all in this last 15 minutes to come. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 2-0 to Ghana Revenue Authority over the Lakers of Kenya. We'll be back after this very short break. Thank you. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this, the fourth and final quarter of the opening match of the 2026 Africa Cup for Club Champions. It is Ghana Revenue Authority 2-0 leaders at the minute over the Lakers of Kenya. Lakers with all to do, but they just need to back themselves and get a bit of luck in this last quarter. create those chances, create an overload with a chance here for the Kenyans. Unable to trap the ball there. Turning the defender inside out there. Chance here. The ball sent across. And it is missed right on the edge of, literally underneath the crossbar there. The chance goes a begging there for the Lakers, who could have taken or reduced that lead. Abraham, unfortunately, not able to get to the end of that cross from Adiambo Millicent in jersey 14. I mean, that was the chance for them to get back into the game, Woody.
Yeah, you know, that would have been a brilliant start to the final quarter there. Adiambo just putting that ball right across the face of goal. Unfortunately, didn't meet anyone to possibly finish off the job for her side. The Ghana Revenue Authority now getting on about their work. They'll want a third, being going into the closing stages of this one.
Yes, sir.
That would, have them enjoy the last couple of minutes in this encounter. We still got, a full quarter to go here. Looking to go aerial, goes against that option and sends that ball back to mate. Or they spread it out. Pressure being applied by this Lakers side. And now she had to lay it off a little bit earlier. I felt she had the time to do so. Just was caught in two minds, which has been a staple to the Lakers at this. In this first encounter. A bit of stick work. Can she get away from those defenders? No. She's called off of it.
Yes, unfortunately playing it onto her foot there. Trying a little bit too much is the captain. I'd like to see her use her skills to bounce off other players and her strong running ability and agility. It's Ernestina with the ball here through to number 13. Well watched by the goalkeeper. Intercepted by captain Elizabeth in jersey 10. Well picked off there by number 6 for the Lakers. That is Achieng Morine. Well, marching the captain of the Ghana Revenue Authority, Elizabeth. Through ball here to Vivian on the left-hand side. Attempted 3D play there. She plays it through the legs, earning her side a free hit.
And now the Lakers side. It'll be heartbreaking for them, the Revenue Authority and the yellow strip weighing out her options, hadn't quite taken it, and now they've got quite massive hordes and numbers up the park for them. If they get that ball into the circle, certainly could create something to completely put the nail in the coffin after this. Brilliant effort it's been from them. Good ball down the middle of the park, sends it out to Adiambo. To this left-hand side, it's got to go into that circle. It just goes wide, not making that run either. It just, they're creating these chances, Ben, but not taking advantage of it at all.
It was just that final pass. I mean, I saw the captain and her very motivational and an inspired run, begging for the ball from number 14, Adiambo there. But Adiambo just failing to find the target, and a captain who was surging forward into the D. That was very promising signs for the Lakers. They just need to continue attempting that. And deliberately sent over the line, signaled as she did appear to open the face of her foot there, guiding the ball forcibly over the line. An unfortunate piece of play from the goalkeeper there, resulting in a crucial short corner for Ghana Revenue Authority. A mistake, I should say, for the Lakers there, who were looking to get into the game a bit. And yes, umpire Tumi sticking with the call there, despite the attempts by Captain Alice to change her mind. But it is a chance at the final nail in the coffin, a third goal for the Ghana Revenue Authority. Two castles here in Ernestina in jersey number 4. Looks like will be the recipient. It is to Ernestina. Quick attempt towards goal to the captain there. Well watched by the goalkeeper.
I'll get a second crack at this, Ben. Or was it? Well, the umpire just explaining her decision on that occasion. So the Ghana Revenue Authority will have another crack at it. Ben, that is a silly one to give away.
Yes, a very technical foul or infringement that was given there. The defender having taken off her face masks before completion of the short corner. The ball needs to go past the 5-yard line before you can be able to take that set of equipment off. Retake, short corner for Ghana Revenue Authority. Out to Ernestina. Drag flick attempt, saved by the goalkeeper.
She's thrown her body on the line on that occasion, Ben, and that's been, quite staple to her, saving her side on a couple of occasions. Unfortunately, the two she wasn't able to quite look after have been, the real pain inflictors on that occasion.
Yes, really making amends for her mistake in conceding that short corner as the Lakers look to send here Captain Elizabeth with the ball across to Vivian. Reverse six, tomahawk shot, and well watched by the goalkeeper again. Ghana knocking on the goals. The Revenue Authority here, and Elizabeth in jersey number 10 for the Revenue Authority, and captain causing all sorts of problems with her deadly distribution skills.
Ben, that was an incredible little pass made on that occasion. You've got a player down at the moment, so will be brought back, but wow, that was beautiful ball and a bit of time on it. The lady in the number 12 jumper, who has had a really good morning out here in Harare in the first encounter here at the St. John's Astro.
Yes,
but what a beautiful ball that was.
A very beautiful ball under a very beautiful hue of clouds here in Harare, the capital of Zimbabwe. This year's host of the Africa Cup for Club Champions tournament here, brought to you by Africa Hockey, to your screens by Rising Stars Media. A shout out to all the sponsors who have made this event possible. This is the pinnacle of hockey at club level on the continent. Harare managing to host this for the very first time. We have hosted this tournament before as a nation, back in 2014 in Bulawayo at the Kumalo Hockey Stadium. Looks like it is turned over there.
Ben, so a good start for the defending champions. Got to carry on the same attitude. Who will they be meeting later on in this tournament?
Yes, early dominance is important, and the pre-match interview from Captain Elizabeth, she wasn't giving me any smiles at all here. She means, her and her side, they mean business.
Revenue Authority restarting proceedings. I'm just loving the way they've got numbers up the park. Give yourselves a real shot, back your defences, which they've done at the moment. Only two ladies for this Lakers side being forced on that end of the park. Just after an extra ball there. 8:52 seconds remaining here on the clock as we'll get ourselves back and underway shortly. As we'll see the Kenyan Lakers in their red strip, unfortunately finding themselves with a lot of work to do towards the closing stage of this tournament. Of this encounter rather. Still plenty of opportunity to, create something in the next encounters. If they could get a goal here, there's still a decent amount of time to go.
Yes, a whole 8 minutes to work some magic here and pull off a miracle against the defending champions. Looking unlikely. Vivian with the cross. Ball, tomahawk there.
Gee whiz. Lady on the floor. Red in those eyes, they do mean business. That didn't impede her. Still had a crack at it.
Yeah, she might have twisted something there. And Gertrude, of course, well within her rights. But all the same, a bit of danger.
Jeez, Ben, you're showing no remorse at all. You'd have taken that shot as well, would you?
I'm such a nice guy, Moody. I'm
questioning that at the moment.
Well, she was well within her rights. I mean, the whistle hadn't gone. The goal was gaping for her to literally put the final nail in the coffin there. And unfortunately, so yes, you want to be looking out for other players on the field. We're not all bred the same, I guess.
I'm the nice one, don't worry. If you are watching our stream again, thank you so much for joining us here.
Well, one of us has to be the villain, I guess, and unfortunately, timing has proven me guilty here, but nothing like that. I mean, you don't get to be top goal scorer and be a menace on the wrong side of things on the field. I mean, you always look to play in the positive and camaraderie with good spirits on the game.
Geez, Ben. Anyways, my co-commentator here, obviously, as he always has to, I do it most of the time for him. Good mate of mine, top goal scorer in last year's local league. We'll be hoping for the same this year in 2026. That lady getting up back onto her feet, which is good to see. Unfortunately, I think that'll possibly be the end of her participation in this one. 8 minutes to go. The Ghana Revenue Authority, they look like a really well-oiled machine at the moment. Unstoppable. With a short corner, conversations taking place at the top of that circle, full of intent. They'll be really after a third, as we'll get an injection there from a lady in the number 5 jumper, Abla, who was instrumental in creating that second goal they got on over the line. Which way will this go, rather? Yes. Do they go short to that left-hand side or cause chaos at the top of that circle? For the Ghana Revenue Authority, injected very well, looking to have a crack, sends it to the left hand side, back out into the middle of the park and impeded. They'll get yet a second crack for a foot pen.
Yeah, foot signaled there by umpire Sibanda, and yes, and umpire Sonopul does confirm it, as she has the better view of the angle directly in front of goal, and it is a retake here for Revenue Authority. The target looks to be Gertrude in jersey number 4 and Mavis Burko, jersey number 2. To orchestrate things. Yes, there are 2 castles. But it's played short to Vivian with the shot at top D. And cleared back. Vivian with another attempt there. Unfortunately, just going off over the crossbar. I mean, she has had multiple attempts at goal today and buried the crucial one to give her side the lead. She's been somewhat of a standout in this match.
Tomahawk as well. I mean, that's something she's used a lot, be it in hope and play with a pass or with a crack at goal.
Yes, for all our viewers back home, we know Zimbabweans love to name their kids after trending spectacles, the likes of the Olympics back in the day when our minister, the Olympic Committee current president Kirsty Coventry was a part of the Olympics. We had a lot of backstrokes, Manyaus and Olympic Muchedzis being born.
I'll be honest, I've not met one of those. But
be sure to find a tomahawk being named. A baby tomahawk coming soon. But Ernestina for Revenue Authority. Lifted ball into the defender there. As she does go down on her haunches.
Yeah, Ben, I think just running out of steam at the moment are the ladies, as we're getting quite a number of stoppages taking place, especially Kenyan ladies going down. Ghana Revenue Authority almost running them into the ground at the moment, putting, the final touches to their performance this morning and our opening encounter here at the Africa Cup for Club Champions hosted here in Harare, Zimbabwe. Lots of action coming your way. This is match number 1, so still lots to come your way. If you are obviously watching this, get on over to that link and you can have a look at all of the encounters that are still loaded up to come your way. With the times as well, do like and subscribe. Next up will be our first men's encounter. The Hotspurs coming out of Zambia taking on the Ghana Revenue Authority, their men, who, Ben, I must point out, looked insane at their first training session on Thursday. That kicks off, or rather pushes off, at 10 a.m. Central African time.
Yes, as Captain Alice with the through ball into the D. A clear chance for the Kenyans here. A chance at goal. My goodness. That one is definitely a coach killer. Orchestrated, of course, by Captain Alice in jersey number 8, who has given her everything on the field today. But that was literally a 2-on-1 attempt. Strikers just running the wrong angles at the minute, and that ball coming off the post, failing to convert. It was 2-on-1. It was a very simple pass, square pass, and you would have beaten the keeper.
Absolutely, and I would have loved to see what that would have done for that Kenyan Lakers side. Would have brought back some life into their efforts this morning. Cracking that ball up the park. Nice cover drive if you're a cricket fan. And now looking to loop around the defender. However, at the moment, being well looked after, she's got to crack it to try and get a circle entry. Doesn't quite come off. Taken off of the sticks. The Lakers still on it. They've got a lady making a run on that right-hand side, but intercepted. It's Vivian in the middle of the park. The goal scorer still making her way up the park, spreading that ball out, using the full width, which has been a real hallmark, out into that lady to the right-hand side, interlinking so well. Ladies in the middle of the park. First touch doesn't quite come off, and they called off of it. But wow, looking dangerous towards the ending stage of this. They haven't stopped at all. The Ghana Revenue Authority side, Ben.
Yes, really stringing those passes in counter-attack. A nice build-up started by jersey 12, Vivian Nanko. Oh, nice skills in midfield there, turning the defenders inside out. There is number 6. A through ball attempt there, intercepted by Adizatu. Adizatu on the ball here, jersey number 6. Through ball to Captain Elizabeth, number 10. She scans, looks left, looks to the right, transfers it into midfield. Ghana Revenue Authority really using the full width of the park here. Through to Gertrude in jersey number 3. On to Ernestina, jersey number 4. Attempted shot at goal. Comes off the foot. Very smart play there from the striker. Deceptively skillful there. Earning her side a short corner. Just over 3 minutes to play in this, the 4th and final quarter. I should say, Moody, that chance there for the Lakers would have given them a sniff and a good finish to this game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, called it as it happened, as you did as well. Almost wasn't even looking for a goal on that occasion. She knew exactly what she was after, that set piece opportunity, which hasn't quite come off today. So they'll be wanting to, tick a box in terms of their set piece opportunities this morning. Yet another short corner going their way. Which way do they go on this occasion? The last one went to the top right and then try to get it back into the centre. On this occasion they slip it back. Will they have a crack at goal? Doesn't come off though, but well worked.
Very brilliantly well worked routine there. The ball sort of being sent to the right and then under the arm ball back across the D, back against the grain. Attempted shot at goal from Captain Elizabeth. Unfortunately, just going to the side of, or the wrong side of the left-hand upright. Adizatu cleaning it up here, who's had a blinder of a game for Revenue Authority. Yes, the Kenyans, but the Lakers here do still have some time, just under 3 minutes now, to at least salvage some pride from this game. They have created multiple chances throughout from the start of the match. As the ball is sent through into the D, nobody on the end of it again. I mean, you'd want to be mopping up all those balls that are just floating over the baseline, Moody. I mean, it's quite disappointing for the Kenyans. All the same, they might have just succumbed to this brilliant performance that we've seen from the defending champions of Ghana Revenue Authority. I mean, they've just been too good as defending champions. Vivian on the ball here, turning the defender inside out. Well marked there into midfield for Kenyans as they look to keep building it up here. Good 1-2s there. Unfortunately, the pass not going. And it is obstruction again. Just waiting for the contact that didn't come. Ernestina in jersey 4 here. Through ball to Vivian. Vivian back to Ernestina. Ernestina scans, sends it through to captain Gertrude, unfortunately impeding the defender there. Good through ball attempt, a no lead run. Tries to find a teammate on the reverse ball. I mean, she should have released that ball earlier on. A little bit of a grin as her teammate gives her the eye there. I mean, it's not for a lack of effort, but
She's still in position here at the Ghana Revenue Authority, finding themselves in some nice pockets. They go to the middle and then always use the trams right on the line. That beautiful little pocket ball. Still looking to make her way up. She does get possession for her side, and we'll crack on with that ball there. Again, in no rush, ladies and gentlemen, not long at all to go. With just the 28 seconds remaining in this encounter. The goal scorer, Vivian, in possession. Very smartly, just making sure meters are well accounted for.
it's,
Yet another attempt. They'll just look to get it up park there.
it's a brilliant opening match on display for all to see. Moody, the Kenyans really started out well, and Ghana Revenue Authority finishing strongly, ever so strongly, asserting their dominance. High fives all round as you see good camaraderie here. It is, ladies and gentlemen, Ghana Revenue Authority 2, the Lakers out of Kenya 0. We'll be back at shortly before 10 o'clock as we see the second match of the day, the first of the men's, the Hotspurs out of Zambia taking on the Ghana Revenue Authority. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for presentation of the Man of the Match award coming to you shortly. Stay tuned.
She's the Hotspurs out of Zambia.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the post-match interview. I'm joined by the player of the match, Vivian Nakur. A standout performance from you, ma'am, and a decisive performance throughout from start to finish. Your thoughts on the match?
Please, I think before you get to some level, you have to train and focus and work hard towards it. So I think that's the reason how I've gotten to where I've gotten. And my teammates who help me play, because it's 18 players or 11 on the field. I can't do it alone. It's the support, the player support. That's where I've gotten to where I am right now.
No, that's a fantastic account of it. And really, team effort, number one. Number two, preparation and execution on the park. Today, you are our player of the match. Congratulations, and wish you the very best for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Take a picture of it. Okay.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Do join us at slightly before 10 o'clock for the second match. The Hotspurs of Zambia taking on Ghana Revenue Authority. The first of the men's match, ladies and gentlemen. A brilliant spectacle for the opening show of this, the 2026 Africa Cup for Club Champions, hosted in Harare at St. John's Hockey Club. I am your host, Ben Muchedzi. Join us at 10 o'clock for the second match of the tournament. Stay tuned.